Faith. As the sun rises, we rise to the never-ending bliss of lies that cloud our minds, as clear and bright as what shines, imposing its will on the planet. These lies, they infiltrate the unknown, expelling our frustrations, filling our conversations with the promise that these truths will be our salvation. So we step out and bask in it with confidence and pride. Let's put humility aside. What have we got to hide? We're told of human greatness, the inventions, the findings, the discoveries that make us proud in being human. Our capacity is growing to learn, to create, to build on. But wait, what do we know? The age-old question holds. The records of what we learn, the compilation of what is earned, of all human creations and knowledge to date, that each person can barely comprehend. What we have made is more than one man can bend, lend, and mend. It's too much. So what we are is interdependent insofar as our society grows. We will never be alone. We can never live or function without the combined effort of those who came before us, who stand, who work, who can't. Society is but one, the greatest organism that can be found. It allows for the progression of what one cannot fathom. But once again, how? How do I know what I'm being told is true? That the stars are really suns? That the wars were really won? That the reason for our fighting is what my father told his son? That he saw in the news? That was learned from that leader, that man with the power to unleash the force of 1,000,000 guns. But they say just trust. To some I'm sure it's clear. As they study the atom, space, materials, even tears, the function, the reason, how the world is, how the world works, the few who study the specifics, I'm sure it is what it is. But to the rest we must trust. We can't know it for sure. We haven't seen it ourselves. We can't comprehend, it's a blur. Yet we trust that the sun, the light that lights our world, illuminates the shadow that gives us the strength to walk out the door and not be afraid. Because someone has told us that the world is the way it is. There is little we don't understand and little to fear, they say. Someone discovered it, someone told the world. We are left to believe in the word of a man, of men, of women, of news, of books, of all these things that are supposed to bring us truths. Yet if we really think, if we really ask, if we really wonder, we'll realize that our entire understanding, everything we know, the fabric of our reality is based on one concept, on one little word that defines us. Faith. Faith in that everything we're told from the experts, from the old, from the leaders, from those reporting, that it is all true. And for this reason I say that we are all the same. We are creatures of faith. So how does this sound any different than religion?